Welcome to our podcast.
Let's talk about Caesar.
Oh, we gotta redo that.
Welcome to our podcast.
Let's talk about Caesar.
Maybe, oh my gosh, maybe we shouldn't talk so loud.
Yeah, because
It's just
Sorry.
like loud. We're doing it one time. Welcome to our podcast.
Let's talk about Caesar.
Bruh.
we're on.
Welcome to our podcast.
Let's talk about
Caesar.
Guys, I'm still not happy with the introduction. It's okay. Yeah.
So, do you want to say what our podcast is? So, in our podcast, we're going to be talking about the play Julius Caesar, and we're going to be
See
deep
ya.
diving
Period.
into the theme of loyalty and betrayal in throughout the play.
Yes.
We are.
Play.
So we're first gonna start off the one and only Caesar, Julius Caesar. Loyalty and betrayal.
Yeah, loyalty and betrayal.
Yeah, so we have to like.
It could be like first we're gonna talk about like the one we're talking about, Caesar. Girl, don't look at me like that. I'm trying. I'm trying here.
Okay. So we're gonna have Sienna and Jonah Lexi. Oh, we didn't introduce.
Oh right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jalen.
I'm Janaya.
I'm Sienna.
And I'm Jonah Lexi.
I'm also going to be the editor of this podcast.
Be okay. We needed like the round of applause. So we're gonna have Jonah Lexi and Sienna talk about and introduce Julius Caesar. Today.
Do you want me to do it? Want me to introduce?
Do you know what you're
Okay, so
Actually, Dylan will be.
Actually,
basically I'm gonna be talking about Caesar and what he is, what he's about, what he do. So basically I'm gonna be talking about Caesar and what he is, what he's about, what he do, what it is. Yeah. So Caesar.
Okay, so we're gonna be talking about Julius Caesar and
That sounds like a girl's name. Like every time you add Julius,
we're
Julius
basically-
Caesar.
Julius Caesar. We're basically gonna just like deep dive into him and a lot of other people who are
We have went nowhere.
who influence the point that we're talking about.
about our theme: loyalty and betrayal. Loyalty and
Betrayal.
We're gonna first start off with scene one. Scene one talked about a lot of Julia.
You want me to?
Scene one.
Okay, first we're going to be talking about scene one, which basically sets up the whole theme itself. Quickly, you see how gullible Caesar really is, because he has all these friends and what he thinks are allies, and then quickly you just
That's
see
why
that
you
they're
can't
all
have
plotting.
you can't have a big circle like that. Like he had
Right?
so many
He
friends,
had a
and
big circle for
And
and they were all fake,
a
and
lot.
they were all fake.
Yeah, and they're all influenced. Yeah, they.
Like I don't even know. See, if I was Julius, you would not catch me around
Circle's
all those
small,
people.
man.
Yeah.
Guys.
I know. Like, do you have anything to say?
No, not yet. Not yet.
No?
No.
Okay.
I agree.
Anyone else want to
So
the next one?
Basically, Julius Caesar, yeah, he was very, whatchamacallit,
It was full
like,
of himself.
yeah, he was really confident in his own answers, his own stuff, right? A lot of people thought he was gonna be too overpowering, so I feel like that's why in Julius Caesar, a lot of people have something against him as well.
a good
The
leader,
type of
yeah.
leader.
Yeah,
But that's also like
it don't make no
who
sense.
was it? It was Cassius, right? Who was like trying to convince
Yeah,
Brutus
Brutus.
to like go against
Both.
Caesar. Brutus was
Yeah.
Wait.
He was the one who tried to stay loyal.
okay, and then everybody else around him was just
Cassius
like,
was plotting from day one, bro. Like,
He was a threat.
Caesar got back
He
from
was
war
a
and he was like,
quiet
nah,
threat.
we're
That's
not
what
doing
he
this.
was.
Yeah, for sure.
Dylan. when Julius came back from freaking Pompeii, and they were all like they were so mad. They were so mad that he won the battle and all of that. But then they didn't
To
express
his
it.
face,
But-
to his face. It
But
was
there
like
were
an
rumors
entire.
going around. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't express that to him.
Yup.
They were just like,
It was all behind his back. That
Which is
is
crazy.
loyalty and betrayal because
I'm
they
sure-
were there in front of him talking about like, oh, like congratulations, like all supportive, but then behind they're like, damn, like he won. You know what I mean? So
Ugh,
it's
I
like,
can't
which
stand
happens
those
a
type of
lot.
people.
Which happens a lot.
yeah, in
Like,
the movie.
I mean,
in the
yes,
movie.
that's a lot. That
Yeah.
shows a lot of loyalty and betrayal. Does it not?
It does.
It does.
It
Got a
does.
point.
It does. The point is proven, y'all.
No.
The song that was playing in the back when they were flogging at him.
They were applauding.
Can you each describe your personal style in 3 words?
Generous, slender, thick.
You there?
Yeah.
But yeah, like to his face, it was all good. And then next thing you know, someone's talking about how, like his back, saying, "Oh, he was sick and he was crying like a baby, like crying
Oh,
out
yeah.
for help, like
He
he
wasn't
fell
strong
he fell in the
enough.
river or like something
And couldn't
like
get
that."
out.
You know how
That's
disgusting they like act? Like that's so like ooh, like why do they all act like that? Like
Haters.
like-
Envious. They're mad that
honestly guys, to be honest, I didn't really pay attention. I'm just trying to pick up stuff.
They were like about to kill Caesar,
uh-huh.
and they were like begging for what's his name, Metellus, his brother, to come back. And Caesar was like, "I still know what I mean."
That's why you got
That was icky. Like if I was there, I would throw up.
Word.
I want to talk about scene 2.
Oh, scene 2 is when he gets the warning.
Aren't we in
That someone
Oh
who,
shoot, I'm in Act 2.
like,
Shoot.
betrayal was
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Brutus was really very manipulative.
He was manipulated. What did you say?
No, Brutus was Oh no, Cassius was very manipulative to Brutus.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah, like that's so ugly.
That's like
word.
that. You're joking.
You're joking.
We'll be back.
Like, we're gonna wrap it up here,
We're gonna
y'all.
cut. We're gonna cut.
Toodles.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bienvenido.
¿Cómo están?
Konnichiwa.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Dice konnichiwa. Dice joder, my friend. I said,
Bruh.
Hi.
Hey guys, so we're back.
For you guys, you're not, but we are. Different clothes.
Sienna?
Right arm, y'all.
Hit the fuck. Okay, guys. We're back talking about Julius Caesar.
Loyalty and betrayal.
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
So we finished off with scene 2 yesterday, and we're gonna start off with scene.
Tres.
All right, who wants to start it off?
Janai, can you
Yes,
start it
please.
off?
Okay, yeah. So in scene 3, we got Artemidorus, right? And he tried to warn Caesar about what was gonna happen to him when he got to the capital. But who was it?
A real one.
Publius. It's fake. He was
Sorry.
he was like trying to get Caesar away, and he was like, "No, like, don't worry."
Like,
Yeah,
it off
he was
to
like,
the
"Don't
side.
worry," and then he brought him to the capital, and then
No, he literally got
It was
shanked.
a
Like that's
shank.
crazy.
Yeah.
No, and the fact didn't Brutus like kiss his hand.
yeah, that was before they killed him.
Why?
I wasn't supposed to say that yet.
Whoops.
But also, I feel like today,
Ew.
if we're friends with somebody who's friends with somebody else, and they know what's gonna happen,
When you're
and
friends
they're
with
just like,
somebody and
"Oh,
then
don't
they go off
worry."
and be friends with your friend. Hold on, what happened?
And they're like, "Just don't worry, nothing's gonna happen."
No. We're not that close for real. You know, we met through you. Yeah. They start
They've been plotting the whole time.
plotting
The entire
behind
time.
your back.
The whole time.
Crazy, and then you're left
Yo,
out. And then you're left
yo,
out. Crazy, and then you're left
yo,
out. Crazy, and then you're left
yo.
out.
You know,
That's wrong.
yeah, I feel like everybody in the story was kind of selfish in some way.
Yes,
Low-key.
especially if we like know that like something's gonna happen, and you're gonna just go and like brush it off, like no, like don't listen to him, like continue to walk to the
Yeah.
problem. That's an issue.
You gotta issue.
I mean, and if you're Brutus, like that whole time you're like thinking like, oh, like no, but he's my friend, like
Like, I
he can't be
believe him.
trying
he
to do
wouldn't do that
anything
to me.
wrong. But then
Yeah.
Cassie's is like feeding him like maybe not lies, but like feeding him all this like information, making him
Delusion.
second doubt him and his friend, his beliefs and his beliefs in his friend.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like, and
Loyalty.
so
Where's the
after a
loyalty
his
at?
while,
friend, his
he's just like, I
beliefs,
gotta do it for
beliefs, and his
Rome.
friend.
You know what?
Yeah.
Forget Caesar. I gotta do this for my home. Like that's crazy.
Period.
Crazy, right? He was like all dedicated.
You know, I wonder, like, dang, like, imagine being killed by, like, oh my god,
your
and you
closest
see your
friend?
fake people, and
You're
your
like,
last moment,
What's going on here? Plot?
bro, like, yo, that's unbelievable. And who was the one that like reminded him of told him the dream, the girl,
Calpurnia.
His wife.
his own wife.
So,
Yeah,
but
no,
he didn't
because
wanna, he
before
didn't wanna
that, yeah.
listen to
He
her.
didn't want to go in.
I mean, for a
I mean, at
second there, he was
first he
like,
did,
yeah,
until
maybe I should
somebody
just like
else-
cancel. Like, you know, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
at first
maybe
he
I should just
did.
sit this one out.
At
He's
first
like,
he
"Eh."
did. He was like, you know, fine. You're like,
He's like,
telling
yeah,
me this,
I'll
this
listen, I'll
much. You're
listen.
like,
And then someone walks in, convinces him otherwise.
He's
Yeah.
so easily, like,
Yeah.
so easily, like,
Swayed.
He's like, no,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And
no,
he's like,
you know
well, that's
what
my friend. He wouldn't
no,
lie to
do you
me.
know what I think
Crazy.
happened? I think he was originally gonna go anyways, but since his wife was begging so much, he was like, you know what, let me go. Even though he really wanted to go, until somebody actually stepped up and say, no, you should go. He was like, okay, fine, somebody agreed with me, so I'm gonna go.
Yo, I was trying to say that he was gonna go anyways until his wife said to stay, and she was begging too much, so he stood. And then when Demetrius, I don't even know, when he told him to go anyways, that just gave him more of a right to go. So he chose him over his wife.
Like, this is just somebody, and I really, he was gonna go anyways. Like, not that, he wanted to go, so.
It fit better with like what he was thinking. Like it fit, I think, his plan a little more, because
Yeah.
at the same time, like even though people are like plotting behind his back and like there's all these people who are, stabbing him in the back, for a lack of better words, but he was ready to like take that mantle.
on my hand.
He
We're gonna
was-
find it and you're gonna answer.
He was being hyped up so bad, like gaslit, hyped up. Like from the people who did believe in him, he was being hyped up. From the people who were plotting against him, gaslit, bro. They're like, no, yeah, you could do this. Like, you just need to be at the Capitol.
but at
Meanwhile,
the same
they're
time,
like, we're gonna
I feel like that's
check
also
him at
on
the
him,
Capitol.
though. I think it's also on him because it's like if you see so many signs and so many people like
Oh, he ignored them all.
telling you
And
one
then
the
thing,
warnings?
other thing, it's
Yeah.
like what?
The-
why are you like? What's
Yeah, the
going
soothsayer
on?
said, beware of March 15th.
Believe in
No
yourself.
one, you know what? That's also another thing where I can see how people think he was overpowering because he was listening to nobody but himself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was hearing,
What-
but he
'cause
wasn't
Because he was
hearing.
head of.
Okay. No,
That was-
now that was scene 3. Was it scene 3? It was scene 3. Scene 4, we have a lot coming in for scene 4.
When Anthony, when he makes it seem like he's all a part of the conspirators and everything, and he's like, yeah, I'm on your side, duh. But no, he's the only loyal one left, bro. Cool. No, Anthony comes in, he's like, no. He was a really good dude, and y'all just didn't see it. He was gonna give you money, like y'all were gonna be paid for.
Was that scene 4? In scene 4, like there was like a lot of commotion between Cassius and Brutus. Like
Yeah,
they were arguing.
because
Because
after the speech, things just started falling apart. Because
Well,
people
when
started
Brutus-
rioting.
Well,
People
when
started
Brutus-
rioting.
Oh my god! Wow!
Well,
People
when
started
Brutus-
rioting.
well,
People
when
started
Brutus-
rioting. Oh my god! Every time.
like when Brutus was like, meet me in my tent or something like that, that's when they talked about and then they arguing.
yeah, they
When they
started
want to go
arguing.
somewhere private, personal.
It's making them look weak. Like they look like
Real, because
They're
Brutus
not-
went up there with a lot of talk, and he just got completely contradicted. And he made
That's a big word.
well,
I still don't know what contradicts means.
opposites. He didn't want to rule. 3 times. He 3 times he was like, no.
The crown.
Yeah, 3 times he was like, nah. Like I appreciate it. Sure. I'll help you guys out. Like I'm still here, sure, but I'm not gonna take that role. He's telling everybody that, and he's like, you remember that? Yeah, that's the person they just killed. Crazy. And so
That's the
Brutus,
wow,
That's
They
a
just
good.
killed.
That's a good like.
look
Brutus
at you.
is like,
Talking on that business.
It's over for Brutus. So what does his wife do? What does his wife do? You were talking about it.
Y'all.
What does she?
She
What does she
killed
do?
herself. She
You know and did you know the way that she killed herself? She ate hot coal. She ate hot coal. How do you eat hot coal? Did she chop it up? Did she have time to chop
Okay.
it up?
No,
heat that
she
up,
literally
and
she's
swallow
thinking,
it?
She's thinking.
She
just
swallowed
swallowed
it. Did she choke herself?
She
She
ate the
ate
hot
so
coal.
she
She does that willingly. Oh yeah, let me just go and grab some
She
hot
suffocated
coal.
herself. She didn't burn
She's
herself.
looking at the fireplace.
Over a
She's like,
man?
I have an
Suffocated
idea.
Over a man is crazy.
See, when it comes to that, I stay silent.
She's looking at the fireplace. She's like, hold on.
Like, if I was in Portia's shoes,
I would have just left, packed my bag.
no,
That's
queen, I would have probably
crazy.
done the same thing. Go.
I know she felt her
You're not
melt.
stepping on business.
But it's like,
Actually, I don't want to talk about it.
Do you know what's ridiculous? She ate coal instead. Hot.
Which has nothing to do
She
with
could have
loyalty
just
and
chose
betrayal.
other
It's just
options.
crazy.
But that is
It's
not.
out
That
there.
is not. That is
No,
not.
but that's all
because-
because
no, y'all, the
Brutus.
loyalty is there though. That
Loyalty,
shows-
loyalty, loyalty.
That shows that she, that she
Yeah,
she
because
really,
she was like,
she's really determined. After Brutus brings up Portia's death, Cassius, like, he doesn't care for it. Like, he doesn't, he, like, pays no mind to it. He just, like, brushes it off. He doesn't, like, you know, why are you laughing? Let's go.
Because me and Jalen are just sitting here like,
Oh, do you guys want to?
No. Go ahead. It's just that she's over here like.
oh, also, Cassius is using dirty money, and Brutus is just now catching on to everything. It's filling him in on all these different things he didn't know about who he thought was his friend. That's why he killed Caesar. And like, what's going on? It's so funny. What's so funny?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Damn, your girl so fine, but her breath is like woo. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to woo. I'm iced out, ooh, looking like a star. Woo. Her name is Jenny, ooh. Don't have no panties, woo. I'm Steph Curry. When I hit the three, I hit the woo.
Okay, bye.
And then Cassius goes on to say like, oh, I'm a better soldier than you anyway.
Cassius is gaslighting himself.
Yo, so are we having the most like? Okay, scene 5. LOL.
And that's exactly it. So it all started crumbling. There was never trust there.
Oh, that gave me
Nobody could really
goosebumps.
trust anyone.
talk about scene act
Okay.
5.
So scene 5. Act 5. Let's talk about when Cassius killed himself with Caesar's sword. Slaughtered.
Okay, but what was the lead up?
Yo no sé.
So there
I was
were,
unaware.
I were at the
Oh,
war. They were,
Yeah,
like-
I know Cassius killed himself because he thought that they had lost the war, which boy wasn't even.
If you
over.
would have stuck around, you would have find out.
Literally, because it wasn't even over, and he just like,
But then he's not a good. Wait, wasn't Cassius the one?
He literally said he was a better soldier.
Yeah, and look, he couldn't even stick. He can't even thug it out to the end. What
My
a
mom-
lame.
the word. You
What
racist
a
things. I'm
lame.
sorry.
What a loser.
Stop,
Don't talk to me. Loser, lame, I wanna be like, oh,
Oh my god! Wow!
fuck.
Went right against the war. He's like, oh, we're losing. Oh, bye.
Yep.
Cassius' servant killed himself because.
No.
Oh, yeah, I said Cassius' servant.
Oh, Titinius is Cassius.
Servant killed himself. Shows loyalty.
Lame. You
does.
couldn't even handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not so strong after all.
There were
And then their friend group just like. Can we talk about the football team and the flag football team?